Hello Guilders, this is I, JR the Ferret. Welcome to my show, the FerretGuild. Once again, before we start, I do want to talk about my 3 fundraisers. The Trevor Project, the National League of POW MIA Families, and the American Civil Liberties Unit. If you can donate to anything you can to that, it'll be great. The links are below. That being said, it's my birthday. Yay! Birthday scream! I've got BunnyGirl Bianca here with me, and we are continuing our play through Rogue Trader. We had just met the Crazy Psyker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh my goodness, we're not even out of the mutiny on the ship yet, are we?
Nope. We're not even out of the mutiny on the ship yet.
I don't know if did we download the mod that does robot voices? The auto reading mod?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't remember. I'll tell you what, you read the boy parts and I'll read the girl parts.
Well, you had and initially, you had me keep on their original voice actors.
Well, yes, obviously, but I'm talking about when they don't have voice acting.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because you should totally read text out to your audience. You shouldn't just let them, have to read it themselves.
I gotcha. No, fair enough. You're right.
This is a game I bought for him for a birthday a couple of years ago. Okay, so first thing we need to do is level up your characters. So, do you see where the 3 arrows are on your...
Yes.
Yes, click on that.
Duty beckons. They say I have a magnetic personality.
There you
that
go.
Certainly explains why I keep attracting trouble.
Okay, you should just be able... Yeah, there we go. Alright, so... Click on Soldier. Rank 1. Alright, so, get Demolition. You want to get Demolition as your first skill.
Alright.
Because soldiers get the ability to use Demolition instead of Intelligence for their, crit hit chance.
Gotcha.
So you want to make sure you're trained in Demolition, and your Demolition is always maxed out.
Alright.
So click Complete.
Make big bada boom.
And then go to Abelard.
Good old Abelard.
Click on Warrior. Alright. I usually have him do lots of athletic stuff, so I would go with Athletics. Carouse is a skill that is only used for resisting poisons.
Oh, okay.
But Athletics is critically important. He's going to need to be able to pass your Athletics checks for you. Generally speaking, you always want at least one person in your party who can totally rock one of a few critical skills.
Yeah.
Athletics is one of those critical skills. You need somebody who can just basically guaranteed to pass every athletics check.
Okay.
Alright, so close this. And then tab to select, well, I don't know if you use tab. There you go. Now, open the door.
Hurry.
Alright, well, tab again to select your whole party and then walk into the room.
Alright, hold on a second.
Options, graphics.
Yeah.
We're gonna want to set up your all your. All right, so wait. We gotta deploy first.
Okay.
All right, so click on Abelard. Click on his picture at the top first. When you're selecting somebody on the map for deployment or movement, click on their picture. Don't click on them because there's a risk you'll click on the ground.
Okay.
Put Abelard as close to the enemies as possible. He's your melee warrior. He's gonna draw fire. You want him up there. Alright, now click on Indira.
Right.
Put her somewhere behind cover, away from everybody else. That's a perfect spot. Alright, now yourself. You're a shooter.
Yes.
Put yourself behind the other thing, if you can, or close to it. All right. See if you can put Adira to the left. Okay, yeah. Put her behind the thing on the left. On the left. Put the behind the... No, all the way to the left. You see where the... No, to the left. There we go. Now, put yourself where she was. You see the difference in cover? You see how that box has half fill? Okay, you know what that means?
Half cover, full cover?
No, not quite, no. So, move your cursor back to where your character is. Okay, so if you see a shield that's half full, that means it's covered. So you can see over it, but you get defensive bonuses.
Okay.
If you see a shield with a skull in it, that means it blocks line of sight. So you cannot see over it. You do get cover bonuses, I believe, at angles. So anybody shooting at her at an angle she'll get a cover bonus. But she can't shoot directly over it, and nobody can see her.
Okay.
Which is actually good. So start battle.
Hold on.
Oh no!
My ears are ringing. Out of my way.
Alright, now, Abelard. I recommend moving him over next to that guy to his right and stab-a-labbing him, and then charging Abelard into the guy on the left or into the Psyker.
My place is at the fore.
Yes?
Yeah, you can just click on the guy. It'll automatically choose the default attack.
Indeed.
Yay, he killed him. Alright, now, you see down there on the bottom right?
This one or this one?
Go ahead and click Brace for Impact. It doesn't really do anything right now.
I will do my duty.
That's his once per battle ability. Now charge the Psyker. No, you gotta put it on the... Psyker. You have to put it on his square
Gotcha. My
to
bad.
make the attack. Don't... Okay. Just hit the space bar or the skull at the bottom right.
Death to non-believers.
So, Abelard can charge once per turn, and that's a move and attack action. Alright, now, Adira. So, I would recommend that you move her out of combat, even though she's going to take a free strike. Move her somewhere away, like in the corner there, yeah. She dodged it! Yay! Alright, now, if you look at the bottom left, you'll see, don't click on anything, you'll see her, she has two different attacks. She has an axe-looking attack, that's her melee bash him with the staff attack. You will almost never use that. And then she has a lightning bolt. The lightning bolt is a group attack that hits one person and bounces to others. You do not have enemies close enough together to use that reliably, I don't think. But click on it and mouse over the nearest target, but don't attack. Okay. You see how it isn't blinking a target, the damage profile on the other guy?
Right.
If he was within range, it would. So, right click. Not left, right. Alright, that will disengage the selected ability. Now, mouse over to the other two abilities. Alright, so Forewarning is a good thing to cast on anyone you want to be better able to avoid getting beat up. Abelard is a great target, but you also might want to cast it on herself so that she's more difficult to hit. So I would click on that and then cast it on herself.
Anything is.
Alright, now, if you look on the left-hand side, you notice the bar to the left of her screen? No, the horizontal bar to the left.
Yeah.
That is Veil Degradation. Every time a Psyker uses a power, the Veil Degradation increases. When it goes over 15, you start risking Perils of the Warp, which can be as minor as you feel a slight chill to instant death.
Okay.
Adira is an unsanctioned Psyker, which means her psyche is not bound to the will of the Emperor. So regardless of Veil Degradation, she always checks for Perils of the Warp. But her risk of getting a severe peril is increased if Veil Degradation is higher. This is why a lot of people don't like Adira, because she's very unreliable.
Yeah.
If you're that's my cup, and if you're gonna drink, I have to drink too. and you've already filled mine, so we both have to drink.
Yes.
That's the rules.
Okay.
And of course, we can't drink without making a toast. You've already toasted to your birthday, so.
Let's toast your cuteness.
To my cuteness.
To your cuteness.
Alright. Now, I have to teach you many more things.
All the things.
Alright, so she just cast that buff on herself.
Mm-hmm.
If you look over to the left side of the screen. The left side of the screen. You see her picture?
Yes.
You see that little icon next to her picture?
Yeah.
That shows you what effects are on her. If you mouse your icon over other pictures, you can see what effects are on them and what those effects do.
Okay.
So move your cursor over that effect that's on Abelard. You don't have to click on him. The character gains +2 deflection for each archetype chosen by the Navy officer. Also, the character gains immunity of force wound effects and cannot be over-penetrated. So for 1 round, he gains that effect. This is his once per battle ability.
Mm-hmm.
It applies to him and anyone within 3 squares of him who is an ally when he uses it. Deflection is essentially just damage reduction.
Yeah.
Alright, now, let's have her attack. So, you notice she has 2 other abilities and 3 remaining AP. You notice the 2 little yellow dots next to the ability?
Yeah.
That's how much AP it'll cost. Let's go ahead and have her Psychic Shriek, the guy that just stabbed her. Or actually, no, first, go over to the right a little bit. You see that other ability she has? Analyze enemies. That will put an exploit on them. Exploits are stacks of debuff, and for every exploit an enemy has, you get bonuses to hit chance and damage. So first, analyze him. She can later get talents that will increase the number of exploits, give additional effects from exploits, and even allow her exploits to benefit her allies, not just her.
Yeah.
Alright, so now, Psychic Shrieking.
When was that be gone?
And he died! Alright, now you can end your turn. And now, Veritas Ignatus. Alright, so I would recommend he move up behind cover to get a little closer. Not that close. Before you click there, I click once. Alright, yeah, so you see those lines?
Mm-hmm.
That shows you where he has line of sight to.
Okay.
So before you move, you want to check and see if you're going to have line of sight to the person you want to shoot at.
Okay.
I would recommend you shoot at the guy to the left that's behind the pillar.
Oh, absolutely, because he can shoot me.
Yes, so move there.
Forward.
Now your las gun has 2 attack options on the left-hand side.
I have the auto fire and then the single fire.
Okay, so I would recommend you go with the single fire and then do run and gun. And I'm going to explain how that works. So go ahead and single shot him.
As said, so.
Okay, I didn't think he'd kill him. There was a chance. Alright, now you notice the bottom right on your abilities. Run and gun. The soldier gains +4 MP. Their next attack costs -1 less AP and does not count toward the attack limit per turn. Until the end of the next turn, the soldier becomes winded. The soldier suffers -10 penalty to ballistic skill and cannot use run and gun. So, for a turn, you're going to suffer a -10 penalty to ballistic skill. Can't use run and gun, but click run and gun.
Okay.
Now, move again, and move to, like right there.
Move?
Yep, move.
Alright. I didn't want to get
Alright,
preempted
now,
with my clicking.
burst fire into that guy's face.
I won't do that.
No, you have to center it on him. On him. No, center it on him. Oh, crap. I was hoping that would hit. That close a range, that should have gotten at least 1 hit. Oh well, I guess you're gonna get shot. Okay, end your turn.
Here we go. Let's make it quick.
Oh no, he cast Misfortune on you. Oh, you got shot for 1 damage. Okay, well, Abelard stabbed that guy next to you. You can just click on him and Abelard will stab him. Just click on the guy. You've already got Abelard selected. Just click on the guy.
I'm clicking on him.
Okay, select your single attack option. Now attack him.
Victory is...
Now, use charge. Oh, the guy's too close. Alright, select a spot next to him. You don't actually get to attack him, you'll have to move at least 2 squares. No. Click the charge, and select a spot next to him. That way you'll at least re-engage him.
It will be done.
Alright, so now end your turn. Alright, now, walk Adira up somewhere behind cover and have her mind blast that fucker over there.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
If you want to, before you have her mind blast, you could have her use her support abilities, like the dodging one. She's already used it on herself, so you could put forewarning on either your Rogue Trader or Abelard, whichever one you wanted.
Anything else?
Now have her analyze that enemy to apply the debuff.
But of course.
He's got 1 hit point left, so it's basically guaranteed you'll kill him, but no reason not to increase your odds.
On it. Well.
Yay, he's dead. Alright, end the turn. Alright, move your character up closer to where the enemy is, and so that they don't have in a position where they don't have Abelard between them and the enemy. Yeah, there you go. And shoot him in the face.
Damn!
Yeah, you need to put some points into ballistic skill. Alright, end your turn.
Yeah, the first time I played this, Abelard got fucked up. The first match.
If you're letting Abelard get slaughtered, you're playing it very badly.
I mean, I put him up front, like you told me, because you're like, you want him up front, you want him up front. So I put him up front, and he got surrounded, and everybody took a swing, and they were all doing massive damage.
Sounds like they got really good rolls. Alright.
I took care of this one.
You read that one.
Vespidus. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. Oh, that's just lovely. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through 2 dark, gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut. Well, the 2 ordinary eyes, as well as the third that sits in the center of its forehead.
I believe Master Vespidus still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Abelard flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and the dark marks on the face of the creature.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty ghastly to look at if it's making a veteran like Abelard to flinch.
Yeah. Well,
let Kitty out.
he knows. All right.
Give Abelard a pointed look. Address Abelard. List Adara. What's wrong with him? Approach. Address the navigator. Hey, are you alive?
So what's more in character for your Rogue Trader?
Asking Idira what's wrong with him.
Okay, you trust the witch.
Wounded. Exhausted. Fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. The voice is coming through the Fox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce speech. Our time is short to do what? Are you alright? Are you in need of help? We have to get you out of that chair. Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Let me read this. Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The grill slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming mouth-like pits.
Kind of feels a bit like Siege.
I mean, it kind of feels like anything from the warp.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Adira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption. You can mouse over unseen creature to see what it says.
Let's march. Thunder is under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fits stop abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming out of his nose. And there is purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
The words come out of the Vox as a labored rattle.
Alright, who torments you? I want to help tell me how. Cannot bear to see his agony. Alright, address Abelard. The navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do you do now?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the FerretGuild relayed to us earlier.
Vespidus, good luck. And thank you.
The navigator does not give a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the Vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Ah, look, great.
Ooh, Olaf! Moisturize me. Silver lining. New tampon line. Trampoline. Happy birthday. Happy birthday!
Alright, gather your peeps up.
Hold on. Happy birthday, Olaf. Hello.
Alright, okay, you see how the bodies are rimmed in yellow?
Yeah.
That's from one of the mods we installed that automatically highlights anything you can pick up. Okay, so, let's take all of that. Click, no, stop. Stop. Okay, so, if it's to the left, it goes to cargo, which is stuff you can trade later, but you can't use it. To inventory means it goes into the party inventory, which you can then equip your people with. So click collect all. Alright, I think there were some other guys elsewhere in the room which you may be able to pick up stuff from. No, scroll down. Go down. There were some guys lower in the screen. Yeah, there you go, see? Yeah, take his stuff too. No, just click collect all. Alright, now go to your inventory. Oh, one more guy. Yeah. Alright, go to your inventory.
I forge my own success.
Just hit I. Alright, so let's see if we can... So right now you have a las gun. You
Yes.
need a melee weapon. So drag one of those axes over to your second weapon slot. You see how you have two weapon options? You have one and two on the left-hand side. You have two weapon set options.
Right there.
Look below too.
Right there.
There's your second weapon set option.
Okay.
In that second weapon set option, drag the axe over and put it in.
Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Alright, now click the little yellow button next to that weapon set. See, you've changed weapons now. Now click the yellow button next to the other weapon set. Now you have the option for a melee weapon. Now go to Abelard. In his second weapon set, put one of the autoguns. Now he has the option to shoot if he needs to. And go to Adira. Alright, she's got a las pistol. Replace her las pistol with the autogun. She will almost never need to fire a gun, but it's good to have the option. Now
Yes.
go back to Abelard. Alright, you see the set that's got the chainsword?
Yeah.
See how there's an empty space?
Yeah.
Put the las pistol in that. Alright, so now he can shoot as he approaches.
Nice.
So if he can't get into melee, which is very unlikely, he'll eventually need dual weapon wielding if he's going to actually be decent with a second weapon, but this
Yeah.
gives him the option to shoot. Personally, I like to give Abelard a shield eventually, so that he's even more impossible to kill.
Olaf says, how does one come up with a no tampon line? I don't know. I'm not really in the tampon production circle, so I don't know what to tell you.
Alright, click on Adira. Alright, so you have a new staff option. So move over that staff. Let's see if they're different. No, they're the same, so you
Yeah.
don't need to worry about it. Alright, so what you're going to do now is you're going to right-click on the staff that's in your inventory, not in your hand, and just move to Add to Cargo.
Okay.
Alright, and then close. Alright, gather your peeps up and get to moving. You're only moving one of your peeps. You can hit tab. It'll select the whole party.
Well, they're all selected.
No, they're not. Look at the top of the screen. Look at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Here's how there's... Tab should select the whole party.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Station.
It is a Mac.
Okay, on the right-hand side, what I want you to do is look for those little 6 dots. The button with those little 6 dots on it. On the right-hand side. Click on that. Formation. Alright, so your formation is way weird spread out.
Yeah.
So drag your character portrait. Actually, click on one of the other symbols. It doesn't matter which one. Alright, so now move those around until they're in a tight line. With Adira at the back and Abelard at the front. And you in the middle. You in the middle. You in the middle.
Alright.
Move them closer together. Your shoes spread out. There you go. Alright, don't click reset. Just close it. Now click anywhere. See?
Ah, very nice.
Actually, I think what tab does is...
Brings up to what I had previous.
No, it shows you... It turns off on and off the highlight. I think actually to select the full group, you hit tilde key. this key. I think that actually selects the whole group.
Okay.
Alright.
Door does not budge.
Alright, so there's another exit somewhere else. I think it's on the right-hand side. No, not all the way down there. I think it's in the middle of the hallway. Hold down tab. Or maybe not. Tab again. We'll click in the middle of the hallway. Just click in the middle of the hallway. Rotate the camera. No, circle. Spin it around.
I don't remember what button to hit.
Probably Q and E. There we go. Well, that's supposed to be a door. Scan up and down the hallway. Where the heck is the door?
Let's see this through.
Hit M. Bring up the map. Oh, well, just exit there. Yeah, just click officer's deck. Yeah, there's no other exit. You go out that way. Well, great. There goes a possible billion-dollar idea.
Oh God, I just thought of a Warhammer 40k tampon line. Is basically something that you basically make a cheeky play on words for corn. Let the blood flow. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
That would be pretty dope.
That would be very fucking dope.
You could imagine yelling blood for the blood god every time you put a tampon on.
Yes.
That would be pretty sweet. Alright, you can only go to the officer's deck.
Blood for the tampon, skulls for the skull throne.
My favorite one is throne for the throne skull.
Throne skull. Throne for the throne skull. Yeah, Olaf, I don't know how much you know about Warhammer 40k, but basically Khorne is one of the ruinous power gods, and he is the god of basically war, murder, mayhem,
Yes.
all that stuff. He cares not who's winning the war, just so long as the blood flows.
Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows, merely that it does. His phrase is blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
So he has his own armies, and you could legit be slaughtering his armies, and he's still winning. Because that slaughter makes him more powerful.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their
Oh.
pleas.
One of the sisters of battle.
Shall
You're a
betray not your
moron.
tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
Yeah, okay, rule of thumb. When you're fighting a bunch of fanatics, basically because people who are in the Imperium, they are their own fanatics of a particular flavor. When you're fighting them, and there's one that stands out, that is just boldly walking down the center of the hallway while quoting scripture, that's the one you don't mess with.
The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing, the weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment, it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Yeah, Sisters of Battle, they do not have chill.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Veritas Ignitus von Valentius, the Lord Captain's Hair.
Air.
Hair. And just who are you to be so brazen to? Priorities, certain duties after you do this thing. Okay, yeah, you know, I'm confident in my title and kind of the role that it becomes. And I'm not going to give the Doom Lady with the Doom Cannon any sass until after I've established my authority.
The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the arch-enemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Argenta gives you another stern appraisal. You catch something strange in the dark depths of her eyes, some internal struggle or a wordless question. In the end, however, she nods.
Alright, Olaf. I'm just gonna continue on until you tell me otherwise, that you know, like, nothing about Warhammer 40k, because from what I know about you, this is kind of not in your wheelhouse of interests. We are trying to get a Sister of Battle to join our group. Now, we are of the Imperium of Man, with the God Emperor's slightly dead corpse currently on a throne keeping him alive. The person in front of us sees the God Emperor, who wished to be seen as a mortal man when he was alive, sees him as a god. And to suggest otherwise is not only heresy, but deserves a bolter to the face immediately. They don't play. So imagine the basically like a holy crusader on crack. And that's kind of what you've got with the Sisters of Battle. Jolene is more of a fan of the Sisters of Battle than I am. Am I wrong?
I don't really like them.
Really?
They're all right. I'm a guard girl. I love the, average men and women of the Imperium fighting to save the Imperium. They're not superhuman super soldiers. They're just, regular peeps with a las gun and flak armor, trying to stop alien horrors and demonic horrors from sweeping their world aside.
We will get into the guardsmen later, but for right now, just because we're on the same side doesn't mean she will not shoot us in the face if we do not give her an answer that basically gives her comfort that we are not corrupted by chaos, which is currently corrupting the entire ship. So, we don't want to get shot in the face.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I'm not even going to attempt to try and pronounce that.
The Seneschal.
The Seneschal is right. There is no time for talk. I am no traitor, sister. You can be sure of that. I do not think to insinuate that I am one of the traitors. I will not let such an affront slide. Alright, so the last two kind of feel like my character. But I don't know if he would go so far as to be threatening in the sense of...
Well, what is your character's background? Noble?
I can't remember because it's been so long since I made the character.
Yeah, I was an arbitrator.
go with number 2.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution.
And by retribution, she means a bolter to the face. And just so we're clear, the bolter is a very, very big bullet, bigger than a 50 cal, that goes kablooey after it penetrates your brain skull.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Ooh, lore, Imperium succeeded. What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader ship? Your orders serve the Ecclesiarchy. I know I can do that, I'm just tongue-tied right now.
Ecclesiarchy.
Ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Yes. When we have time to sit down and relax when we are not dealing with heretics.
Alright, I'll give you an example. So that's a 40 millimeter grenade round.
Yeah.
That's a Space Marine bolt round. That's a human bolt round. So she's firing a bolt round that's that big.
Yeah.
Now,
Jesus.
to give you an example, that's a 9 millimeter pistol round.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And that's a 50 cal.
Alright, let me restate that. Olaf, have you ever seen the shotgun shell of a
12 gauge.
Of a 12 gauge? Slightly bigger than that, but it's not a plastic casing. That's the size of the bullet before you get to the copper shell.
Yeah, a human-sized bolt round, which is what she's firing out of that bolter, is about the size of a 12-gauge shotgun shell. A Space Marine bolt gun round is bigger. So,
like Baba Yaga, you just hope to the Emperor that you cross her path on a good day. Actually, I would say that the Baba Yaga would get his ass kicked by even a guardsman. You know, Keanu Reeves, John Wick, Baba Yaga.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this movie?
Oh, yeah.
Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, here.
You can send it to me and I can put it up on my stream.
Alright, I'll do that. Facebook? Send it to you on Facebook Messenger?
Yes.
Alright, those are round comparison sizes.
Oh.
More accurate.
Okay. Okay. Imagine the Kill Bill scene where O-Ren took out the Mexican general, but a bullet bigger than a 12-gauge shell, that once it reached the center of that man's brain, it detonated like a grenade.
Bring up the picture, I'll explain it.
So, we are going to do something really quick.
Has it not arrived yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm still sending. Let me just connect from the Wi-Fi.
Alright, so once that gets unfrozen, we'll send you a picture of the bolter. Of the rounds.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Alright. Who are these people with you? What is happening to the officers on the officer's deck? We must get to the main halls of the deck. Very practical, straight to the point.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tetramat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
I like him.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Alright, here we go. Alright, Olaf. So,
So the .998 cal is the size of a Space Marine bolter round, and the .75 cal is the size of a human bolt round.
and then this is a 9mm, there's the 9mm, and then the 50 cal on the left side.
So a bolt round is a two-stage projectile. When the hammer hits the rear, the charge goes off and blasts the bolt out of the barrel. The bolt is an armor-piercing explosive warhead. At the base of the bolt is a mini rocket, which then kicks in a few meters or a few feet after the bolt itself exits the barrel. So the bolt is propelled out of the barrel by an explosive charge. Those are collection items you can trade later. You can't keep them or use them. They just get traded out. So they always go to cargo because you can only use them as trade goods. So click collect all. And then the mini rocket propels the round even faster, so it reaches penetration velocity, and the reinforced head penetrates the target and sets off the explosive charge, which goes a boom boom inside of the target. I would make him into a square now. Or I make it into like a plus sign with Abelard at the front. So like you slightly to the left, Adira slightly to the right behind him. Not Adira, but Argenta slightly to the right behind him, and then Adira behind everybody else because she's soft and squishy. Alright, now you do not have her currently selected. Alright, so go into inventory. It is beyond overkill. Alright, now she has an auto pistol. Give her that axe in her free hand on her second weapon set. Yay! Now go to Abelard.
Yes, well, on a normal human, it is overkill, but for everything else,
it is the appropriate level of violence.
It is the appropriate level of violence.
Just click on Abelard and replace his crappy autogun with a lasgun. No, the autogun that he has instead. That scrappy autogun, replace it with the lasgun. And then send the scrappy autogun to cargo. There you go.
Alright.
Onward to victory.
You see the stuff that highlight surrounded in white? That stuff you can loot. Alright, so that is only stuff that can go to cargo to be traded later. If you look around, you'll see there's more stuff you can loot. So walk through the area. See, there's more hallway. There should be more stuff to loot at the other end of the hallway, not just through those doors. Nope, can't go in there. Where else does the hallway go?
Let's seize the moment.
There you go. Figured it out, ladies and gentlemen.
She's such a sassy little bitch.
Oh, okay, there isn't more stuff. I thought there was more stuff. I remember there being more stuff, but maybe not. Alright, well, I guess just go through the doors. We are doing well. Thank you, Olaf.
What did she say? We are both doing very well. How are you? And happy birthday to you! Olaf, we shall coordinate a birthday stream for you.
Oh, this room is full of enemies. As soon as you move, they're going to spot you and you're going to start a massive combat.
Awesome.
So, I guess look in the room and just start the combat.
Ah, so I take it you're Uncle Man. Nobody hugs me but Daisy. I mean, quack, 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 quack.